Hey, hey, hey. How are you guys doing? I apologize. I don't know what's going on. My streaming software is hanging up, not doing what it's supposed to do. It's just a crazy day. I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. I'm trying to now go over and ping into the other chat the the new link. Tech doesn't always work, unfortunately. And today is like crazy. Welcome in, welcome in. Thank you all for joining me. Happy Sunday, Miss Marissa. Happy Sunday, Donzel. Happy Sunday, Smurf Creations. Miss Patricia. Hey, Mom. Hey, Shay Shay. Let me tell y'all, I don't know what is going on with technology today. And let's see. Hey, Miss Linda. It's just not yeah, I don't know. I really don't know what is going on. But I'm glad you all made it in. But yeah, I don't know what happened. Hold on, I got a little somebody tapping on me here. Say, hey guys. Say the technology was not acknowledging, wasn't doing anything. Say we was just hanging. Say, hey everybody. Honey went shopping yesterday, y'all. I have to tell y'all about that too. Miss Linda, um Honey went shopping with me yesterday. We stopped at a couple of stores. Well, we stopped at one store yesterday in Ruston, Louisiana, because we were out and about. Yeah, Miss Linda's having bad weather. It's pretty here, but I don't know what's going on with my streaming software because it just kept it was not trying to let us in. Nothing was happening. It was crazy. So I know we're 18 minutes in. I appreciate you all for stopping in and hanging out because I wanted to talk with everybody about color today. So and I know that it's a thing. I know people always have questions about color and things like that. So, yes. So, honey, you want to get down? You saw everybody. Everybody saw you. Say, hey, guys. Say, I've been on a road trip. I went to go hang out with my grandmother. And now she's just hanging right under me. So, it's the honey. Say, hey, everybody. You speaking to the people. You just looking. Say, hey, Miss Linda. Say, I miss hearing your voice right now. Okay, let's put you down. All right, so what did I do? What have I been doing? I've been busy. I haven't been home. Um, yes, I saw your text. And I did do a little bit of something today. So I worked on my little umbrella number 3 with the little froggy and my other thing. So I almost got my row number 1 complete with Shay Shay's quilt project that we working on. So these are the last, well, I got one more block to do in this one, but let me show y'all. So this is marine vinyl. So I use like a little iridescent marine vinyl on this one. I like it a lot. There's 3 umbrellas. that's the first umbrella with the rain in it. And then this is the second umbrella. And then my third umbrella. So I got 3 umbrellas, and then this is just text. Let's weather it together. And so then I will be doing the last one. So I did work on that today. And also, what else did I do today? I cut out a couple of bags. I'm working on a handbag, and this is going to be the handles. So this will be the handles for the new handbag. I should have it done this evening. Let me show you. It's a pretty big size one. So this is going to be the outside with an outside slip pocket. And then the inside has an inside slip pocket. And I did put some, I'm going to do the tools, but you'll see it'll have this as the handle. So the handle will be like this. And this is double-sided leather. And it's a very sturdy leather, but it'll look like that. It'll be like that with this handle. So it'll have this handle on it. And I'm going to use lots of little tooling and stuff like that. But y'all know I like colors. So, and this is a big old slip pocket. So it's going to be a nice size bag. And I'm using that purple leather, but it's double-sided leather. So I wanted to accent the inside of it. And here's the bottom gusset. But I'm thinking about turning the inside out and putting a couple of feet on here and having it like this. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to have it like that so that it'll match the outside pocket. But yeah, so that's why the industrial machine back there is on right now. And what else did I do today? I cut out a couple other patterns. I'm going to be working on some more bags. So I have some other bags that I cut out already. My mom helped me with that one. She actually cut that one out for me, that pattern. And so, yeah, that's what I've been working on today. But let's see, what else? All right, so hey, let's get those thumbs up. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sean. Thank you so much for joining the channel. And today we're going to take a look at colors. But first, I'm gonna do a little haul because I did do a little fabric shopping, and that's what made me think about do you need to have a heavy duty machine to make the bag? So technically I could use the Juki for this bag, Miss Beverly. But because I like the look of the thicker thread, I'm going to use the heavy duty machine. So this Juki does do up to a size 18 needle, I think 18. Yes. And my Thor, I have a size 19 in there. How big are your squares? What squares? Oh, for the purse? So I can't say because it's not my pattern. But oh, you talking about for this. I'm doing the 5x7 squares. So these are 5x7s if you're talking about this. So I'm doing 5x7s on these. I'm making the wall hanging of this and not necessarily the throw. Because I really want something to go kind of behind me, but I don't know. It might not fit. We'll see. Good evening, everybody. I hope I didn't miss anybody. Good evening, Nikki. Let's see. Oh, you're talking about the embroidery. Yes, ma'am. So it is 5x7. So the first store that I went to is a store that I call a goodie but oldie. I go there every time I go home. and it's called Summer's Haven Quilt Shop in Amite, Louisiana. Now, one of the things that I'm doing with my quilt guild is we're doing a block of the month, and for that block of the month, we're doing the what is it called? We're doing an Underground Railroad quilt. And so for that, I wanted to have some fabrics from my heritage. So I have like a lot of different Louisiana fabrics. And so I was on a hunt for different Louisiana fabrics and things that I love about Louisiana. So this is dedicated to my Louisiana fabrics. And while I show you guys, I'm also going to put them away. Okay. We're going to do two things at once. So here is the first one. So this is, oh, wait, wrong way, music. And so it has different, it's jazz. And it has all the different jazz artists and music playing in the streets. And there's a guy playing a piano. Or an accordion. That looks it looks like a piano, but could be an accordion as well. So that's a little purple and gold with some green in there, looking like Mardi Gras colors. The next one was by a lady. She does a lot of Louisiana fabrics. But her fabrics are dedicated to like the things that have happened, like the different types of things. So during a hurricane back in the day, it was always a lantern. So having the ability to have the lanterns, and I thought that was really cool because back in the day, my great grandmother had lanterns, and when there was a hurricane and the lights went out, we used the lantern. This next one is it's just one of my favorites because it's like a little bit of everything. It's of course Mardi Gras, but it has the shape of the state I'm from. We always say we from the boot, which is the shape of Louisiana. And it has the mask, the fleur-de-lis, some doubloons, some beads, all of that in it. Now, if you know me, some of you don't, but knowing me knows that I like to cook. And so because of that, I had to have something that reflected the cooking. Hey, I'm biased. Welcome in. Welcome in, Miss Jenny. So this one has Louisiana plus all the food stuff. Etouffee, gumbo, crawfish, all the stuff they had at the crawfish kickback, corn, potato, shrimp, some Tabasco, a pot, like all the things, fleur-de-lis, of course. And then the next two are just two panels. And so, you know what? So let me stand up. I'll show you the panels. And if you haven't already, please hit the like button. So this is the one panel. Of course, LSU colors. And I can't go just get LSU colors without having Grambling colors. So I did find, she did have, I took the last one, the one off the display shelf. Because she was like, I don't have any more. Girl, give me this one. She's like, what? Okay. All right then. Thank you. So, of course, there has to be a black and gold one. but of course, there's black and gold everywhere. So this will be the center of a quilt at some point with my fleur-de-lis. And this is by Holly Saints. It's the Holly Saints collection. And the lady that does this and the lanterns, her name is Marilyn. It's Marilyn in the Moon is her thing. And she has, let me tell you, if you're looking for something that has a lot of the Gulf Coast states in it, a lot of the maps and things like that, Marilyn in the Moon has a whole lot of fabrics that has a lot of the landscape and things like that that cover Louisiana and a lot of the Gulf Coast, including Mississippi. And I thought it went over, one of her pieces had all the way up to Pensacola in it. So there's, and it's called Marilyn in the Moon. That is her, that is the lady that designed the fabrics. So that was at, that was in Amite, Louisiana, at Summers Haven Quilt Shop. The next quilt shop I went to was one of Miss Linda's favorite people. Uh-oh. And thank you. Hey, Miss Jennifer. Oh, I know. You know what? So Miss Linda or Miss Chrissy, can you pop over to that other thumbnail and tell people we on another live? Oh God. I wish I could go maybe I could go delete it. I can't believe that happened. So the other quilt shop I went to was All Brands. So I went to All Brands, and if you know anything about the brother world, I'm quite sure you've seen All Brands at some point in time. They have stores in Louisiana and Texas. So I went to All Brands and I found some pretty fabric. And see, things like this make beautiful borders. The stripe, just beautiful borders. I see there. Miss Judy said All Brands in my store in San Antonio. Yes, ma'am. So this is a pink and green. I went to the one in Baton Rouge. That's where my sewing machine came from. Yeah, the system was having a whole field day. Now this, she said they discontinued, and I don't know why. This is so pretty. Like, I just don't even know why they discontinuing it. More fleur-de-lis. If you don't know by now, I love fleur-de-lis, by the way. It's one of my favorite things. Again, more border fabric. Mardi Gras. Ooh, make a good shacket. Yes, it would. Oh boy, did I really do that? Okay. So I got more than enough of this because I bought another one from them. But this one here is going to go in my Black Santa quilt. Can you tell it's a Santa? It's like Christmas in Louisiana. It's got all the fleur-de-lis. It looks like little candy canes. Did you need to use your sewing machine on all the cutie frames, or did one come with a sewing machine? I think all of those came with the sewing machines, Miss Jennifer. Or a stitching machine, whatever it was. I think it came with it. it was the whole, it was like, it looked like it was package deals. And then I also got me some Saints fabric. It was in the sales bin. So, and that was from All Brands. This one's done. I'll do the next one. Yeah, Miss Jennifer, I think those ones that were in a cutie frame, they all they came with those machines. So then I went up north. So I left South Louisiana, rolled up north, and I went to me and Honey actually got out with me and was like the dog of the town. I have to post a picture on our I'll have to definitely post a picture on the community tab so you'll be able to see. But this one is called Quiltaroos. And so me and Honey was in Quiltaroos. So here's a little picture of Honey. We were getting ready to go in there. And so she looking like, girl, can you come on? She was ready to go. Like, she was ready to go. But I'll post the photo in the community tab. So Quiltaroos, let me just tell y'all what. They have all the fabric. And by the way, I picked up me some more Grambling fabric. That's a must for me because I'm a Grambling licensed vendor. So I need to make some pillowcases and pillows and things like that. But they had some really cute old school things. Oh my God. It's a fabric full of jacks. Y'all remember jacks? Did anybody play jacks? I used to play jacks all the time. Pick up sticks and jacks. And of course, it's black and gold. Like, yeah, you got to buy that. It's black and gold and jacks. Come on. So, I was on a black and gold mission, of course. So, we got the tiny fleur-de-lis. Because I was up in the north. I was down the street from Grambling. I had to get that. But look at this. Isn't that going to make a beautiful binding? Just a beautiful binding. Then crossword puzzles. Y'all look at that. I want to put this in a bag. Like I want to put this, make it a part of a bag. Yeah, make it a part of a bag. And this is like black and gold. Because y'all know I had to make somebody a quote from Grambling. Then they had tigers. I've got to make something for the kids too. Got to do a little kid throw or something like that. Little bitty Gram fam. Then they had the actual tiger print. And this just made me think of the Flintstones. But I think that'll make a really pretty border as well. And then now this is like, it's not black. It's like a greenish blue or something, but really nice. I like it. And then I had to pick up, they had some mug rug kits. Look at this. How cute is that with the buttons? And then they had this one. And it has like that on the back. And this one has this on the back. And so these little mug rug kits, they ship, by the way. Quiltaroos. I will put their information in the bottom. They do ship. These were only $5 for the kit. Yes, yes, yes. So that is my little haul of Louisiana fabrics, my tour de Louisiana. Thank you, thank you. So today I kind of wanted to talk about color because I know there are a lot of people that are sewing and getting more into embroidery, getting more into quilting. And as you do all those things, it's very important to understand color because I know a lot of times people don't talk about how are you picking your colors or what are you using, because like for example, these are not the colors that they have for us to use on the quilt that we're making. I picked these colors. Hey Nicole. So I picked these colors, right? And so you understanding why I pick certain colors and how I pick colors, it makes a difference. Now, and all of these will go together. You'll see by the time we're done today, why these go together. But I like to pick my colors. Oh, thank you, SJ3. So I like to pick colors. I love having different things, but I wanted to kind of show you all. And so I'm so mad because in my streaming software, I had everything set up where I can show you guys all this stuff. But I see that YouTube will allow me to share my screen. So give me a second. I made this cute little picture that I would like to share with you all. And it's about colors and the color wheel and how easy it can be to pick your colors, because I think that sometimes we get overwhelmed. It might be too much. So let me share. Let's see how what it will let me do. Oh, it won't let me do that. So I wonder. Ooh. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can move this over into Canva because it won't let me. Huh, that's interesting. It will not let me. That is really interesting. Okay, so give me 1 second. 1 second, please. Let me see if it'll allow me to. Pull it over here. Technology just ain't technology in today for some reason. Okay. All right, let's see if I can pull the screen in. It's just gonna get. I'm trying to. Okay, that worked. So let me make this big and then I'll share my screen because it's crazy. I apologize. Okay. Chrome tab. This one. Okay. All right. You all can see that. Okay. Sorry. It was because I had, went to go do share screen and I was trying to find the file and then I had to move it over into Canva. I apologize. Okay. So you guys can see the screen. Let me see. Can I make it 100%? Oop, that's too big. Sorry. All right. So what I wanted to show you was basically how we can look at color and what complements what color and all of that, because it's very important to understand like how colors complement each other, and it's mostly based on the color wheel. So for example, if we look at any of these oranges here, so it's called a complementary color. So the complementary color to any of these oranges is the thing that is direct opposite. So any of these blues could be a complement to this orange. And so there's something called, and I get it mixed up. It's angulose colors. Yes, angulose colors, and those are the ones that are adjacent to the colors. So literally, it could be your orange and your yellow. So anything that's adjacent could also match. So you could do adjacent and across. So you could do a complementary color plus an angulose color. Now there's monochromatic colors. And so with monochromatic colors, that is, variations of single colors or tints. So like, where's my box? So like for monochromatic colors, you got your browns, your neutrals, your whites. Those fall into that color. Hey Kristen. Hey DB. Hey Angie. So like the color wheel is so important when you're thinking about, what can you do? Like triadic colors, 3 colors that are evenly spaced around the color wheel. So like if you did, and it's evenly spaced. So if you did orange and then you did 1, 2, this could go. Then you did 1, 2, evenly spaced. So evenly spaced along the color wheel will give you colors that can match. And then triadic colors are 4 colors that are evenly spaced along the color wheel. So either you can do a color wheel and see, I have cards. So these cards, I absolutely adore the cards, but the color wheel. So like somebody throw out a color and let's do the complementary color to that one. So anybody, if you picked a green, what is the complementary color for that green? Like if you pick this green right here, what is the complementary color? That's it. Purple or this raspberry. Yes, definitely. What about if you pick this blue right here? What's the complementary color? The blue. Yep, it's diagonal. So the complementary color could be like this yellowish orange. And then what is, so same blue, look at the same blue. What is the angulose color? Remember, angulose is adjacent. So this blue or this blue purple looking color, like it's the adjacent to it. Same with like if we pick this green, the adjacent is either a deeper green or a yellowish green. So when you're thinking about colors and things like that, now it gets a little hairy when you start thinking about your plaids. Because when I was talking earlier, I was saying, with my plaids, that would make a really good binding. So with those plaids, for example, and I'll stop sharing. I will post this color wheel into the Facebook group. So if you're not a part of our Facebook group community, make sure you join. But I will post that. So say for example, if I was going to use, well, that's not the plaid. Let's grab a plaid. So if I was going to use this, so this as a color, then I would be looking at probably trying to match it with either because browns fall in the monochromatic side of things. So if I was going to use this, I would probably try to get a pink. Shay, I know you love that. I would probably try to get some type of white color. And I'm looking for maybe some type of green or yellow. So like if it's just going to be part of it, so you can kind of pull out, because the brown is monochromatic, but then you got the greens and the whites and the pinks. And so I would try to stay around there. Now I'm going to tell you, because I'm that girl, I would throw in something funky. I probably would try to put in like some type of newspaper print or something like this. I would try to put something like that. Missing cat. I mean, you know, something like that. Yes, the lime green. Mm-hmm. Hot pink. Yes, ma'am. Hey, Miss Alice, welcome in. So yes. But you know, I think sometimes we kind of freeze when we have to look for things like that. But there are a lot of color wheels out there. There are a lot of them that actually tell you, put this back, tell you what, you know, what you can use and gives you ideas. It's only there as a suggestion, because at the end of the day, you can put whatever you want. Look, I knew Shay was gonna come back with her pink. I could hear Miss Linda, girl, bye. But yes. So I use these cards, and I wanted to show you these. I love these cards. I actually got them free from the lady that made the cards at Quilt Market a couple years ago. So these cards have a couple things on them. So the back of them is the actual color of the card. And then on the front, they have both the color wheel and all the things that could potentially match with it. Like all of them. All the things we talked about. Complementary. Oh, we didn't talk about split complementary. Triadic, analogous. It has all the things on here. It also has the different codes. Like if you were going to print something and you needed to print something, it has those codes down here too. So, and it tells you what hue. So like in this deck, every one, the number 1 and an A is the pure color of the card. And so it's in its purest form, and that's where you get the hex number. And then you got your RGBCMYK for those of you who have Epson printers. It gives you, or any of the printers, you can actually know what number to get that true yellow. And so the thing that I like about it is it also pulls out, let's put that right there. So it also pulls out all the different colors. So you see like split complementary, you got the blues, they pulled out the purple, but you could do 2 on either side, which is blue and pink and all of that. Hey, Still in the Diversity, welcome in. And so for triadic, you see how that's done? They got red and yellow and blue. And then over on analogous, they have like almost a brownish gold, and then that green. So these cards in that instance, like if I wanted to do something, and they have all colors. So let me pull out a couple different ones. So let's look at purple, because I know there's a lot of purple people. And, you know, there's so many shades of purple in this deck, by the way. because you have purples that start in the color, in the blues, right? Let me make sure that's 10G. So, and these cards go all the way up to G. Okay, that was 10C. So, all right, so these are 11. So I'm trying to get to these blues, get them out of the way. All right, so all of these are different shades of purple. Yep, different shades of purple. Like all of them. And so you even have a few more over here. Like there's so many. And just say you had a fabric. What you would do is you would take this card with your fabric, and you could take this card into the store. If you know what primary color you want to be the color for your quilt or for your embroidery, if you were using it to pick embroidery threads, you could pick one of these cards and be like, okay, my fabric gonna be purple, lavender. What color they say? They call it 15 purple tone number 2. Add gray. So it's gray and purple mixed in here. So with that, it gives you all the potential colors that you could use that would make it pop. So say for instance, you wanted something to stand out in your embroidery on a piece of material that was this color. Well, guess what? You could pick any of these colors and look at that. Green. There's a looks like a teal, purple, green, yellow. I mean, there's so many different colors you could actually pick to match with this. So it would help you to literally pick threads, any type of color. So any color, if you were looking at it. Now I gotta figure, oh, good thing it's got a number on it. So I can put it back in the stack. But I think understanding the different types of colors and colors definitely helps, because of the fact that when you're trying to match something, or if you're trying to give someone some advice, like if you had a customer that was like, well, what do you think is the best color I should use? Things like that. These kind of cards help. Now, often here they do have what's called the tint card, which this kind of gives you all these different shades of brown. And it says brown with yellow, add white. So it's a different tint. They have this brown. Wait, hold on. They have brown with the reds. And so these are your monochromatic colors, but they do have them where it will help you to figure out, you know, if you want to use a red color, if you want blue, those type things. Yes. Look, these are really good. I mean, they're really good. I like them. I have taken them with me to the quilt store if I knew what color I was going to use, or if it's a color that I haven't used in a long time or never used. Like red is a color I don't ever use until Christmas. And at Christmas time, it's easy for me to use red because I already know I'm finna put it with green. So it's one of those things. Let me find the purest form of red. Let's see. Here we go. Nope, that's orange. Let me find red. They have everything in here. Yellow, orange, orange, red, orange, orange, red. Okay, that's orange, red. They even have a blue red. Look at that. It looks pink, Shay Shay, but it's called blue red. And then look at magenta. This almost looks burgundy. Oh, this magenta it says add black. Black is in the color. See, and they have different shades of magenta. Magenta when you add gray looks like this when you add gray. So there's I mean, it gives you a lot of different shades. I still haven't found red. It may be still in the box and I don't want to get it mixed up. So let me, then they have like, I see blue red. Okay, here's red in the purest form, number 19. So these would be the colors that I could actually use in my quilt for my Santa, because my Santa is all red and white. And so look at that. I could pull a little blue in there. I already do the green. But I could do a lighter green. I could even do a little bit of orange. Look at that. So those are a lot of cool colors. Yes, Kristen, the color wheel really helps. Like it really helps. It's one of those things that if you use it properly, I mean, it could be really, really cool to help you figure out the things that you need. And so I really like using my color wheel.